Hello, Tara here. I thought I would do a kind of a layout catch up for the end of January because I did it kind of to mid-January. And then I'm just gonna, and there will be one that I've done in February as well, but I just want to include it because it's part of that kit that I put together, and I have a giveaway going until the 14th for one of everything that I showed in that kit. And actually since then I knew when I was putting these page kits together that I did a video on, and I'll link these below. I knew I wasn't going to have enough pattern paper to suit me. So because I had a kit club back in the day from 2010 to 2013, the last kit that I did, my store wasn't actually open, and so I had a fair bit of stock left over, and it's paper that I really liked, so I just kept it, and I've been using it. But so I added in like another, I think 10 sheets, and I'm going to add those to the prize as well because I have extras of it. But there was some Webster's pages, and they all mix in beautifully. You'll see some Webster's pages here. This is Echo Park, A Perfect Summer. Not so much that side, but this one I loved. Crepe paper. This is Boardwalk. No, the Pier. So it's more for that side. These are some Studio Calicos, and they're just nice grid backgrounds, but they just are nice instead of just plain cardstock. That's Studio Calico from Snippets. This is Amy Tangerine cut and paste, and just that border matches all the colors in the kit. This is another crepe paper. This is also from the Pier. So these are like from 2013, I believe. Oh no, 2012 even. So they're old, but I won't get rid of them because they match so nicely. So this is another one from Snippets. Yeah, even this side works okay, but it was more for this the graph side. This is another Webster's Pages. This one was from Modern Romance. God, I miss this company. I won't purge even a little bit, even a little snippet of this paper. Like, I have a lot of Webster's Pages that I've held on to, and it's not going anywhere until it gets used. This is another crepe paper, Flea Market. I wanted to bring in some more wood grain. And then this one is a pink paisley. Cottage Farms. So it was more for the grid side. But anyway, so that's another, I think there's 10 pages there that will be included in that prize. So if you haven't already entered, made a comment on that video, make sure you go over and do it. So it's a pretty good kit. I have to tell you. Okay, so I've done 5 layouts so far with that kit. And as I said before, I'm trying to add in really old stock, like stash, at the same time as I'm doing all my layouts this year. So, what did I add that was old here? This ribbon really is the only old thing that I added on this one. And then I did add some Scrap and Happy Studio Flair. But otherwise, oh, and then let's see, there's this, and this Better Together that is from, I think it was Pink Fresh Studio. A package of ephemera I have, and actually I've switched my bins just so I could have a bit of variety. So I don't have it right here, but anyway. Oh, and then this is a Rachel Talman confetti mix. I can't remember which month it was from, but it's called Wonderland. And so the reason I added that particular confetti mix in was I participated in, there's a online scrapbooking store, but they're within Ontario, and they had a crop. It's Hollow Tree Hobbies. I'll link her store. And she kind of, it's maybe a little bit more card making than scrapbooking, but still, for the crop, you could do whatever. So, a ton of challenges, and she gave 2 weeks to get them done. So I was able to get a few in, and one of them was Taste the Rainbow was the challenge. So I represented that with my colors, and then there's the little rainbow clay pieces here, so that worked out nice. So there's the first one, and then this is the second, and here's where I made my own background paper with the stencil that was included in the kit. And I used 3 colors of the Catherine Fuller Pink Fresh ink. And then I went over it with a pen. I wanted a little more black. So this is, and actually there's also going to be 2 pieces of the Color Vibes paper in the black, because I felt like we needed more black in here. And I also found some other, the more I looked at my old stuff, it mixed in so nicely that I just kept adding bits, and so that just encourages you to use your own. So some is a Simple Stories. Did I write on the back? No. Simple Stories, Cottage. Where is it now? Can't be that far away. I don't know where I put it. It's an old Simple Stories line, but it was this chipboard was one of those, and then there was I think these are Ellie's Studio, maybe these die cuts here, and then this vellum piece. These were fussy cut from one of the papers. And then this was, I think that's Ellie's Studio as well. These green confetti are from There's Always Room for Confetti. It's the bright ones in the green. But I wanted to bring in a little more green. And then this is a little Scrap and Happy Studio Flair. But I got in the flowers. Oh, and the other thing that I'm adding is there's these are Maya Road, I think. Shoot. Hold on. I'm awful for forgetting. No, Melissa Francis. So I'm throwing a package of these craft envelopes. These were from when I had my store too. So I just, as I've been unpacking, I'm finding more and more stuff. When I fussy cut the love out of one of the 3x4 squares, and those are ephemera. I used some of the florals that were in the kit. And I did use, this is in the kit, so it's the Picket Fence paper splatter. There's a learning curve to this. I haven't quite figured out how I like using it, but I put a bit on, like I squeezed a bit out on just a paper, and then I used a paintbrush to splatter it, because otherwise they were huge globs. So anyway, I'm really happy with that one. This one is a lot less going on. Oh, and the challenge for this one was work up a sweat, so it was just about splattering. So obviously I did a couple. And then the other color I used was the Shimmer's Color Splash in the Pearl Next Door. I like it because it's not a flat white. It's got a bit of a sheen to it, but it's opaque. Okay, so then this one was, geez, what was this challenge? I think it was dimensional. Something to do with dimensional bulk up So you had to use dimensional, and I got a bit. So, oh, and here is where, sorry, this is one of those extra papers. This is the Studio Calico paper here. So that's, you can see how that peach mixes in so nicely with everything else. And then on this one, here's that Studio Calico grid paper. Oh, did I not have that in that pile? I maybe didn't. I'll have to go back and check and make sure. I don't think I did. I'll have to grab one of those. Okay. So on this one, let's see, what did I add? I added some 49 and market acetate leaves. And these are Martha Stewart doilies from like an age ago. I did some splatters on here, but I think it was one of the Ranger, is it the peeled paint? Distress spritzes. And then these epoxy brads or faux brads are Dear Lizzie, I believe. Yeah. Oh, so these were the wooden P13. I forget what they call them, but it's real thin wood veneer, and I just colored them with the green ink that's included in the kit. Yeah, I think that's it for that. This is fussy cut out of one of those little cards as well. I feel like there was another. There was a couple other challenges that you could get bonus points for, and I can't remember what it was now. I know this one was beast mode, if you used an animal. And then it was paper tearing or some kind of tearing for the actual challenge itself. So on here, I used Simon Hurley stamp set. I'd shown that when I was building my page kits. With the green ink, and just kind of made my own background paper there. This is Old Stash. These little dogs are Old Stash. I couldn't find them when I was building my page kits, but I knew I wanted to include them because, I mean, I've had them. They're Doodle Pops. I've had them in my stash forever, and I just wanted to use them. Oh, this little, I think that's Pink Fresh. The heart is one of the Simple Stories ones that I added in. These little die cut florals are also that Old Stash. Oh, and then there's another of the wood. Oops, is that even? Yeah, I have adhesive ordered. And then I used some of these Scrap and Happy Studio Flair, but it's kind of a fun one. And then these are Pebbles Cool Boy alphas for the name. He's such a doofus. I was up there today. It's my son's dog, and he's a hunting dog, but he's just a snuggler. Like, he just wants hugs and kisses, and I love him. So anyway, there's number 4, and then this is number 5. So this outside paper is one of those Webster's papers. I fussy cut that from the 49 and Market. Cherished Friends, that's that was in the kit. This was in the kit. This is from the Simple Stories that I added in, the Old Stash. These butterflies were fussy cut from the back side of that. I fussy cut out a bunch and then just left enough that I could do a border. Let's see, this tag is Old Stash. I think that's it. I didn't go overboard on this one either. I just kind of There was no sketch, there was no challenge. I did this one last night. So this is technically a February layout, but I'm including in this because I'm doing some of these from my homemade kit. I thought it was a good one to add in, but just a real simple one. So there's that. And then the last layout that I did was for the January sketch challenge for Mercy Tier, and I did a process video with that, so I won't go into too much detail, but I did afterwards add in some epoxy flare and a canvas flare and just a few more stickers. So I'll link the video for that one as well. The other thing that I did, and I can't show you in too much detail, but this was the Vicki Boutin class that I did. So I'll just like, I don't know, like I did, you know, this is different than the way she did her front, so slightly. And then like, I'm just gonna quick, and some of these I've changed, but there's lots, like I love the color palette. And I did add some stuff into this, like I had bought some extra product that kind of matched, so there's extra bits that, anyway, that's that. That's the mini album done. And then and this I did change up, and then this one is way different than hers because she didn't have shaker pockets, and I added sequins and I changed a bunch of stuff. This is different too. And I don't know, I added some stuff on that, changed it up a little bit, added extra bits. So, but if you take the class, you get all the product and you get 2 days worth of instruction and all the cutting diagrams, and she goes through everything. So it's really worthwhile taking. So I'm going to link that again because I know she's got kids left. So that was the end of January. So not bad, right? Like for me. And so far I've been keeping up with the Follow Sketch February. I'm pretty pumped about that. And I've got all my page kits kind of set up for the Christy's Beautiful Life in March, so I'll be doing up some page kit building videos for that. I have some that are partially made and then some that I don't have a clue yet, so I'll probably do, I think I did 5, I usually do like 5 videos so that they don't go too long. Like I tend to talk a lot, right? So anyway, yeah, I hope you saw something you liked, and I'm going to link a bunch of stuff. Mercy Tier, and please go comment on the video for the giveaway. You have another week and a bit, and buy Vicki Boutin's kit if you are so inclined. Visit Hollow Tree Hobbies if you're Canadian, or if you're not, but especially if you're Canadian, it's nice to support local people. And yeah, that's it for today. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for hanging out. Bye now.